second time we've seen Zed on Wind in competitive play. He was I remember in that game he was the guy that dealt a lot of damage. The most in terms of damage to champions, siya nga. Pero hindi siya nag-translate into winning fights
Hmm.
or yeah, into winning fights. I guess you could feel like Wind has this really desire to make plays. Talaga.
Actually,
Eh,
yeah.
mm,
Checking out his champions as well. The For the previous games, the Ari flashy champion, it's a good team pick as well.
mm-hmm.
But can go for the solo fights.
Solo kills,
Yeah, solo
yes.
kills as well as the Yasuo, even now the Zed.
Yeah.
So when really looking in for these highly, high damage assassin champions
Uh,
as his
Play
pool.
style.
Yeah, as his play style.
Yeah, in contrast naman dito kay Calculated, which is a different playstyle. He is more of the mages, the
Control mages, yeah.
control mages, the CCs, and more complementary into the team fights nga, which really suits the playstyle ng No to Pork Barrel. And what can you say about Mineski's comp right now, though?
This his composition is actually not bad because of how well they can go for a 4-1 push with Wind if he gets his items. Zed is an okay split pusher, and then you have a lot of, again, diving champions here for the Mineski side. You have TG, and then he's just able to lock someone in. But well, check this out though.
Mm-hmm.
TG can get countered by Calculated. If Calculated can, I think, time a well placed
Spell shield,
yeah, Black Shield,
Black
he'll
Shield.
counter the ultimate of TG. And Calculated, well, he's the guy who I remember as a Morgana because his Dark Bindings as well as spell shields are almost always on point.
Nice. So, I think it's sort of a response to what they want to happen itong Mineski. Kasi nakita nila, the main threat of No to Pork Barrel is nga si Gen V. He has great positioning, hard to reach, great peel from AEX, pero the people that will solve that is TG, locking Gen V down, and Wind with his assassination
Ah, yeah.
capabilities, he can reach Gen V right away. But in response to that, they do have the Morgana for the spell shield, just in case. And they also have damage from Maximilian later on, yung scaling niya maganda rin. So I don't think they will lack damage. And I bet Calculated is gonna hurt then later on.
Yes, exactly. All you have to go in for is that Frost Queen's Claim, Spooky Ghosts, and then Zoni's Hourglass, and you're set to go. You'll
Yeah.
be able to be that threat as the control mage that if you hit your soul shackles onto three players, they will scatter and it actually will allow, Tam to, rise up into the confusion and do another three-man glacial person. We'll see if that happens.
Yes. And just as you said, no, once completed na yung the Spooky Ghosts and then Zonia's, that immediately eliminates the strength of what Zed is supposed to do.
Ah, yes, of course.
And QSS, you can build defensively talaga against yun nga, yung sila Wind, sila TG. It's very very practical. Pero we'll see. It's all about still execution dito. We can see Wind probably gonna snowball, and he's a really good. Ang napapansin ko kay Wind, isa sa mga strength niya, he's a really good farmer. He's a really good solo laner talaga. He's very consistent with that.
Yeah. Well, Exo's probably worst fear here for the side of No to Pork Barrel is actually quite a lot because, well, if he gets caught out by a Dark Binding from Calculated, and I'm hoping we'll see that, as well as the follow up Subjugate by Trundle because, well, again, as a Trundle player, either your support, your jungle, or your top lane, the Subjugate just allows you to focus a target that you need to kill immediately faster because of you drain their resistances, making them squishier, or you can the other way around, or you just get the resistances of the most tankiest champion. But EXO needs to position well in order for him to stay alive because there's so much kill potential here from Empire X if he gets caught out even for 1 second.
Yes.
As
That's
for the composition of Mineski, still, again, they have the dive composition as well as the split push with the Z. And then, no, I've seen the play style over and over again in the Philippines, wherein you just allow a Vayne to solo farm, and she can literally 1v1 almost anyone if she gets her items early.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone talaga. And it's more of I guess it's the complete opposite of what the
No to Park Barrel side,
has.
yes.
They're really good, sabi mo, duelists dito. They have the better 1v1s. They have also good wave clear, I suppose. Lissandra is pretty good as well. And probably Zen Shurikens. But then you get the Vayne there. I better wave clear, definitely I'd go for. Where would you go for?
For wave clear, I would
think
go for the side of No to Park
No to
Barrel.
Pork Barrel. They do
Just-
have the barrels then.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, barrels.
Yeah,
Nice one.
barrels.
Nice one for noticing that
Okay,
one.
we're lame.
So they. Oh, come on, come on. It's us noticing the barrels and their name.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have the barrels, they have the Tormented Soul, and of course the explosive charge of the Tristana, the passive hit of it. As well as if she gets that static shift, as adds to, like you said, the wave clear.
The wave clear.
As for Mineski, their wave clear comprises, or consists of only, I would say, TG and Wind.
Yeah.
But the
this-
problem with Wind's side is that it doesn't clear waves as fast as you would want it to.
Yeah.
Or if he uses it to clear waves, he's open to, not dealing damage onto the enemy champions. So,
Yeah, the cooldown management. But then, if it's late game, that's just gonna be really quick to come back.
yeah. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this is again the MPGL Season 7. We are now to Game 3 in this Best of 3 series between No to Pork Barrel and Mineski. So in the blue side, we have Maximilian in the top lane with the Gangplank. In the jungle, it's going to be Tam with a Sejuani. In the mid lane, it's going to be Calculated with that Morgana. And in the bottom lane duo, we have Genli for his tried and tested, the true to the ADR, Tristana, and Cannon will be his trundle support.
Yes, and for the red side, we have Mineski. In the top lane, we have TG with the Lissandra. And for the jungle, we have Kulit with the Zac. In the mid lane, we have Wind on the Assassin's Dead. And for the bottom lane duo, we have Mineski Exo with the Vayne and Kaigu with the Alistar support.
Maximilian opting to go in with a
Wait.
Doran's ring.
Oh, no.
And I think it's alright,
For
because
the sustain?
for the sustain as well as the mana regen. Because you have to note as well that the Gangplank of now,
Gangplank of now.
yeah, with the parlay shots doesn't get the mana the mana refund when you get the last hit with that Q ability. So I guess it's an okay item actually. You get the extra ability power as well as the mana
The
regen.
mana.
So your remove scurvy heals better.
Yeah.
Tama ba? Yeah, I believe so.
It's understandable kasi yun nga, range champion katapat niya, he'll be expecting a lot coming in from TG's Lissandra. You see a bit of trade here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, plus that 60 health, compared to if you would get a crystalline, not crystalline flask, to a corrupting potion is, I think, what Maximilian is betting for.
Yeah.
Hoping to make a change in surviving TG rather than just chugging on those potions.
And I guess the thing dito with the Zed, wow, Wind!
Lots of
Absolutely
damage on the
flashing in.
Calculated.
Wind is just there to try and deal damage before he goes down. First kill goes to Mineski.
Wow, Calculated didn't expect that, but at least he didn't use his flash or exhaust for a lost cause to save himself, because he was really low on HP. Wind though, using everything that he has, the ignite as well as the flash, but gets himself 9-10 CS advantage as well as the first blood, so he'll be able to bully out Cardinal even more. So that'll signal Tam to kill or gank Wind in that mid lane, because Wind is open to a gank if they can catch his living shadows off guard.
Yeah, but then yun nga, very, very. Ano yun, sabi ko kanina, Wind really likes to make those plays. So when he finds the opportunity, he doesn't hesitate. He takes it and then the rewards. Pero look at that. Here in the top lane, we see Zac camping. Decides to go instead. Condemn
stun!
goes in. Exo Thunderlords procs. Cannon trying to zone away the two laners dito ng Mineski. It works quite well, pero Genvi comes back to farm for some last hits, pero I guess that wasn't the best choice. Gets the cannon before it goes home.
Yeah, still has his health there. Colette, though, wasting a lot of time in this top lane, but it might pay off as like, Maximilian is starting to slowly but surely push this lane. He will be forced to flash out. And, well, I guess that worked out for Colette because, well, checking out what Tam's CS is, it's similar to Colette's right now. Even with Colette not backing off or even going to a camp for I think the past 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Some people at chat are like asking, bakit Frost Queen agad, pero hindi muna nag-Doran's ring? I think it's preference din. Maybe nag-rush siya kasi baka matagal pa siya mag-back. So,
well, I would say kasi yung logic behind that is, well, as a ranged champion calculated, if he hits his Tormented Soul, instant 3 procs on to win, that will give him a lot of gold to work with. But the problem with that is, you saw it immediately, first blood going into win, because there is no defensive stats for this itemization for calculated. So that's my opinion, guys. If you agree with that, well, at least I hopefully I answered your question there.
Yeah, I actually also agree with Azuray. Kasi imagine, hindi mo pwedeng iwan yung lane mo just so you can... You wasted time if you're gonna wait for a while to get to your first back and get the spell beast edge. Might as well get it early so that you can rack up your gold as the laning phase starts right away.
Yeah, but
Kesa naman first back ka.
Yeah, but the problem with that is calculated should have, you know, respected how Wind is such an aggressive player, and well, he didn't respect it well enough for him to at least go in for that early Doran's ring. He got just an insta-gibbed, and well, also there was an outplay, you know, in the mix, but with a Morgana against a Zed, especially with you having an exhaust and not a barrier, so because I think if the damage was already dealt, the barrier or heal would have been better. Like I said, exhaust is to mitigate the damage,
Yeah.
diba? And the damage was already dealt, so if calculated, it could have added barrier. But I guess, as I said, exhaust would be better as the game progresses, because you would at least have another CC for yourself. But while that is happening, top lane is going to get back onto Maximilian.
Wow, look at that. Maximilian unable there. Tried to set up the barrels for some sort of counterplay when Lissandra goes in. But I guess it didn't work out that well, and 2 kills goes to Mineski 7 minutes in.
Yeah, he didn't have his flash up, so he also didn't use his skirmish, but I think it wouldn't have mattered that much because there's too much CC that even a scurvy without a flash wouldn't help Maximilian to escape his you know, demise. Though, well, checking out then yung composition of Multiport Barrow, they do have nice damage if they get the itemizations. But the problem with a Gangplank top lane against TG with that Lissandra and the Thunderlord's tree, there's just so much range from TG's side that he can just harass Maximilian. Now Maximilian is actually having a hard time in this top lane. I mean, granted, his CS is almost the same as TG, but in terms of like the control of the lane itself, it's solely on TG's side unless Tam does a gank. But checking out Tam as well, he hasn't ganked any of his lanes yet, and Colette already has, I believe, top lane already. Yeah, with the kill onto Maximilian.
Probably one of those sure ganks, kinda waiting for the level 6 to prepare for the glacial prison, and there isn't really an exact lane to gank right away to gank dito. And I would like to point out on the what was it I would like to point out? Oh man, that's the way. Oh, ito, I got it now. The difference between what Mineski wants for the Alistar, picking a Vayne, is that Kaigu cannot really roam and do the plays elsewhere. He has to babysit EXO. Unlike earlier, nakikita natin nagro-roam yung dalawang, paminsan si Kaigo nandun na yung trundle niya sa mid, paminsan, yun nga, if iwan mo naman to si Genvi, okay lang dahil
yes, the rocket jump.
Yeah, and
exactly.
his range kinda scales on towards
Every level that he
every
has.
level, and Vayne consistent, really short ranged AD carry. And although there's the threat of the engage, but as long as he keeps his distance and has the rocket jump still tucked in, he's quite fine. Pero I think I won't see Canon. I was about to say he won't leave lane, pero just to ward. It's only because he's probably waiting for the best opportunity dahil very, very vulnerable Vayne to initiate.
Yeah, because you would see EXO with these, you know, ADRs who can actually just solo even in a 2v1 situation. But they're opting to go in for the late game carry, which is the Vayne. So, like you said, they can't allow Kaiju to leave his lane, or EXO is in a very awkward situation to die. EXO will get an instant gank here by Colette as well as TG. TG taking a lot of damage, but Colette takes the brunt of the top tier 1 hits, and they will actually get themselves a kill in top lane without a gank from Tam, and Tam is spotted out by this ward here.
Wow.
So, everything falling into Mineski's palms right now. Hindi nila kailangan gumawa ng super flashy plays. They get clean picks off because they saw Tam there. So, Colette was confident in ganking the top lane. They didn't have to juggle aggro because they were getting very low in HP, but still, it was successful for Mineski, and Noto Pork Barrel didn't get the kill back. And look at that! Mineski's been going into Calculated, forcing Calculated to flash. Didn't even have to use anything else other than his Death Mark.
I honestly think the right play earlier, if they saw Tam ganking top, Kulit ganking top, the lane was already shoved sa bot lane, and I'm pretty sure EXO will just try to freeze the lane because it's safe. They could have gotten Dragon, actually.
Yeah.
They have the
Calculated,
Tristana.
what are you doing? Oh no! He was in range of Mineski. You win, and he will go down. I already saw that coming.
Oh wow.
He was very low in HP. He knew that Wind had his Ignite.
Oh
Feels
wow.
like Calculated still there.
Yeah, I'm not sure then what the plan was there. But yeah, another kill for Wind. Wind is gonna be really, really dangerous, especially onto Gen V, because we really don't see an early QSS. We see here they build first their like 2 core items, then you probably build. Pero what?
I think that was just for style. Yeah, definitely was just for style, because nothing would follow up if they
Nothing,
use
yeah.
a glacial person like that.
I'm not really sure then what's happening, but yeah, right now, EXO, not sure except there palang pala, but there's the pickaxe for Gen V. Yeah, the ultimate, I'm not probably guess as he said, baka nga maya for style points lang. But yeah, assisting. Assist me, sabi ni Gangplank dito sa top lane. It's understandable tong matchup na to.
Tam here, still yet to make a play. Well, I think right now, Noto Pork Barrel are in a very bad spot, and Wind will just get again an instant kill onto onto Calculated, because Calculated has no armor. He only got this Coffee armor right now, and that's not an item that you would have gone for against the Zed. I think he should have just delayed the Frost Queen's claim and opted to go in for at least a Seeker's Arm Guard.
Yeah, Seeker's Arm Guard first, and yung, alam mo yun, yung get at least the, ano yung item na yun, the first Spell Thieves. Yung, sabi mo nga, not completed yet.
Yeah, the upgrade, I forgot the name as well. But yeah, again, it's the first upgrade of the Spell Thief's Edge, and then just opt to go in for at least some resistances against the Zed, because you already know that you're losing your lane.
Yeah.
Why force the item that only gives you utility to chase opponents, rather than it gives you at least the armor to survive the damage output of the Zed, knowing that the Zed is, you know, manhandling you in that mid lane.
Yeah, and obviously Mineski wants to prolong this laning phase, which is the weakness of Empire X, not exactly their strength, as you can see. And yeah, they're having a hard time, but right now you can see Tam trying to make a play in the mid lane. Walang available spells. Here comes the chase, but no follow-up so far. The binding lands. Is there anything there? It's a Morgana lane. Wow, look at that. Half HP though. That's that
I
corruption.
think he should have just gone in onto that. He was afraid of Colette being in the sideline going in for a counter jump. So,
Probably.
this is the...
I I
Now,
think it's also because walang Alistar
okay.
din. Yeah.
So again, this is now I guess the problem to Multiport Barrel. It's that first of all, in terms of their mentality, I'm feeling that they're playing too passive because of how Mineski started off, as well as they don't have the player that initiated to them a while ago to initiate yet again. That was Maximilian on a Malphite. He was the setter for Notoport Barrel. Notoport Barrel here. Ham never got in the previous games a really good engage. He was just a follow-up.
Exactly.
Initiate in a follow-up CC. So this Gangplank, even if it is okay against the Lissandra, is not the best champion for Notoport Barrel to use. They should have just kept Maximilian with a CC champion in that top lane to initiate for his team because he's the guy who at least starts it off for Cannon.
Or keep the first pick Alistar and then let Kaigo get the bundle. It's okay to give the bundle away because you already managed to deal with it in the previous game. But yet you decided to, take what Kaigo has been picking earlier when you pick it that. Genvi though, in trouble. Ham actually goes in, even Kulit, win in the backline. Who is he gonna target? No! Glacial first doesn't hit anyone. He misses actually, and Genvi's in trouble. Everybody is collapsing onto Empire X, Notoport Barrel. And that is it. Dragon is not gonna spawn yet, pero nobody dies from Mineski. Very well played tower dive, grabbing response.
I
Nice.
told you, there's the curse of the Sejuani.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit anything for any player who uses the Sejuani.
I'm not really sure what the point was then to last pick Gangplank when you already know that you're gonna be against Lissandra.
Exactly, and next here, wow. One pixel away from getting hit by that Dark Bite.
Yeah. So as compared to the heavy CCs from earlier,
Yeah.
they don't have it anymore.
I
It's
guess-
on Mineski.
Yeah. Maybe, no, because it was a first pick Trundle, right?
Yeah, it's a first pick Trundle.
Okay, so I was thinking kasi like if they got the Trundle when they saw Exo go for the Vayne, maybe just counter the wall, but then I guess they just wanted the Trundle on Cannon, but like you said, it should have been more effective if it was the Alistar.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause
And yun nga, I feel like they took the first pick Trundle just for the sake of it. Them being, I don't know what the plan was, pero it would have been more practical if they got the Alistar. Let Kaigo take the Trundle instead, because right now it's working really, really well for them. So look at that, 0-8, and then 0-3 na ngayon si Kaigo. And yeah, kailan ba yung Zed? Last pick, no?
Wait, trying to remember.
Yeah.
Believe so, yeah. Believe so.
They,
Last pick.
they sort of trap themselves into the
Balance.
balance. Kasi, well, Trundle could not go anywhere. Sejuani, I think, was second pick for themselves. So, trap sila. They can't put Trundle anywhere else but in the
In the support role.
support role.
Exactly. Winking might get caught. Look at the damages he's dealing
Wow.
onto Cannon. That was just a 3-hit combo, and he puts Cannon into 140 HP. He has no armor, only HP. And Maximilian here in the top lane is just getting toyed with by Colette as well as TG, and now Tam is gonna face the same device, and another miss with the Glacial Shroud! The Glacial Prison! And Calculated here gets slowed by the Blade Throwing King, but Exo doesn't want to fully commit to that. He will back off and just get the zero objective, which is the mid-tier 1. Actually gets caught out by that really big looking Dark Binding by Calculated, but that's all that's gonna happen for the mid lane of Notoport Barrel as Mineski, before the 20-minute mark happens, 1,000 gold. And I don't see a lot of teams coming back from a 9,000 gold deficit before the 20 minute.
Yeah, and
There's just too much
they're
advantage
playing
there.
their comp really well, itong Mineski. They're not allowing Maximilian to join fights. pressure lang sa top, hindi ako aalis.
He has no item set to go in for the fights. He only has
Yeah,
force.
that's
not
the
enough.
beauty of this. And Calculated can't even go anywhere as well. Can't try to. Everybody is choked into their own lanes, which is the weakness nga of XRX. And meanwhile,
Wow.
Tam not able to land the crucial glacial prisons that would start something. But then again, we haven't seen Gen V at all yet. We haven't seen actually the team fights ever before. We will see. Pero the goal rate is just too much na. The Zed is too fed right now. Look at that. He almost
It
gonna
feels like Gen kind of lost his confidence. Look, we saw there while game 2 he was one of the people who starts off the damage for Notopork Barrel. But if he actually goes like that in this game, there's now the threat of a level 13 Zed to insta-gib him, having that Yomu's Ghostblade. Yomu's Ghostblade, stat-wise, in my opinion, has better damage. 65 damage if I'm not mistaken, from the 30 to 40 Yomu's Ghostblade from the before the rework. And with these two items, Win already has good damage, but he might get caught out here. Oh my gosh, Win! That dark binding from Calculated was well positioned.
Okay, at this point, this is Gen V should really join the team fights now. Here comes Kulet coming in. Gen V, I'm coming with a red buff as well. His target is Kulet. They're bursting down the people that's in front. And meanwhile, EXO finding the right position. Lissandra goes in. Where is the glacial prison? Glacial prison. Yeah, it's already.
EXO!
A while ago. EXO, super low. Used to use the pod. Pero they're concentrating all the damage on the TG. He's burning. And there's a ghost. It lands on him. Isa kagat na lang. Here comes the flash. Kaiku is super low as well. He has the flash to save himself. But that is 2-1 exchange in favor of Notopork Barrel.
I think that was a 3-1 because of
Oh yeah,
dying.
3-1. Yeah, that's a 3-1. Wow. So this is what we're talking about here. They are able to make picks, pero hindi naman siguro overkill.
That was a misposition by Win. He was, well, granted Minesco already had the 9,000 gold a while ago. He was just, a little bit confident that he won't get caught out by anything. And, well, checking out what happened there.
Zone is complete.
Okay. What happened there was Win got caught out first. Colette initiated for Mineski, but Mineski were in no position to actually start anything. He got killed, passive actually activated, and still Mineski couldn't do anything. They tried to force themselves in. Colette died, and EXO was taking a lot of damage because of his range discrepancy, but it looks like Win poof.
He's gonna die.
So it was just, well, I guess the numbers advantage by X or Notopork Barrel that allowed them to win that fight. But Mineski right now, they got an objective, the ADR, the damage dealer of Notopork Barrel, and that will open up this Baron.
Oh, there. Yeah, it will. And they are gonna start it off. I wonder if Maximilian has Cannon Barrage with him to try to play to help them kill Baron. No one is low enough. They're planning to just give it away. But look at that. They're trying to start something. Kai wasn't able to do the combo there. Nice barrels from Maximilian. And they're gonna be able to push down probably one turret here. Cooldowns are still available for both teams. Glacial Prison and Frozen Tooled for QSS. Still not completed by Tristana.
Wow, now forced to flash and dash as Win.
EXO's in trouble!
Oh no,
wow! That is a nice Glacial Prison. The slow shot of Frostbreeze Slave is pretty goes. But meanwhile, Kaiku is trying to tag as much as he can. And right now, it's just split push the DG Win, taunting really well with the Mastery Champion level 5. Gen V goes in there, and we'll see if there's gonna be a lock. That's a 4-man lock.
Oh, wow!
Gen V still doesn't have QSS by the way, but then he will be able to manage. No, he will die. But meanwhile, 4 members are still alive here in Notopork Barrel. So then trying to finish everybody off. He's the only one left, and that is a healthy Empire X double kill nagsiscale na ang pirata natin ngayon. That is 2, actually 3, in exchange of an ace in favor of No to Pork Barrel.
Okay, so the only reason I would see why Mineski are losing the fights with the Baron as well as their advantage is because they're allowing No to Pork Barrel to go in for these outnumbered fights. Like, they're in the mid lane, 4v5, TG not even using the teleport or trying to walk up to his team. He just kept going in onto that bot tier 2. And there was a time where you saw that Wind actually like put Tam to 50% HP. He couldn't go back into the clash where an Exo got caught off because I believe his Living Shadows was still on cooldown. He was positioning himself over the wall. I'm not fully sure about that, but it looked that way. And then Exo, like he said, was in a very weird position wherein Kaigu was in front of him and Exo just got the brunt of the Glacial Prison.
It was cause of the spooky ghosts. No one was there to catch the slow for him because some of them were on the sides. I saw, who was that? Farming the Raptors? No one was available there to get the slow. Na-slow siya na yung pinakadulo ng backline tuloy. And they saw the opportunity. Empire X took it, and the fight is gonna start off.
There is a Soul Shackles coming out of
Wow!
Calculated is
Wow!
gonna get insta-gift here as he has no more Zonius in his pocket. But you do see that Wind did go down. Shenki very low in HP, but look at this TG. Low in HP as well. Exo trying to go in the forward. He is man-loading the brunt of No to Pork Barrel, but look at that Colette in the backline with the last slingshot and the blobs just drowning this Yordle with the gelatinous body of the Zac as it looked like Mineski would have lost it, but they just faded out. No to Pork Barrel. They said we can give you kills if you try, but you have to try hard enough. You didn't, so you go down.
I want to question Calculated's positioning there. What was he doing dueling with a Vayne in the Baron pit? He could have just stayed in the back line together with Genji. It was a great play. It was a great idea by Wind to do a flank because they know that Genji is just going to be in the back line trying to deal damage in a safe position. And that position can be compromised if Wind does the flank. Okay, that is almost like PG. Yeah, back to the breaking down of the clash there. Immediately, No to Pork Barrel responds by collapsing onto the Assassin Zed. Solari being activated, there's a QSS for Tristana. Hindi siya namatay agad. That's a 4v5 right head-on. Pero, 4v5 sana, but then Calculated was in the Dragon Pit, so it became a 4v4. It could have been Empire X's fight, but Mineski was able to work with the mistake na ginawa ng Empire, No to Pork Barrel. They really punished the team hard. Right now, let's see.
Oh, Maximilian here getting caught out by Wind, but Wind gets the kill onto Maximilian there, but Heartland is here to pick up the scraps as he gets the kill onto the mid lane of Mineski. So also I think the reason why Mineski actually won that fight, it actually looked like you said, No to Pork Barrel's fight, even if they lost Calculated. The problem was No to Pork Barrel was baited in by Exo. The damage onto him, that immediate loss of HP, but still Exo having like 50%, looks so good into the eyes of No to Pork Barrel. I can feel it that they wanted to get the kill onto Exo, but they didn't respect the range of the Zac. Elastic slingshot into the backline with very low HP Genji. They didn't see it coming, gets the kill onto him, and well, No to Pork Barrel losing another damage against tanky champions of Mineski with a substantially healthy Exo was able to just finish off.
Again, nice knock off by Kaigo. No follow-up because Vayne was actually pushing towards the top lane. And they might, they're just gonna back away. Baron is gonna spawn in a while. That's gonna be the next target. Probably the next, what do you call this? No, not objective. Next battle place for
Clash.
Next clash. But if you look at it, they should really manage the waves. If And I can't believe 28 minutes in. Wala pa rin.
Yeah, thank you.
Wala
Oh,
pa rin
sorry?
Torre na nakukuha tong Empire no to pork barrel. They have a Tristana. They're supposed to be taking down turrets. It's not supposed to be the other way around.
But again, it's just, I believe, Mineski baiting out Noto Pork Barrel in some scenarios that are allowing Mineski to at least get the advantages. Noto Pork Barrel still have the team fight in them. We keep seeing this. If they get the kill onto Wind or TG, they have a fighting chance already. But there is a 10,000 gold lead. EXO has the RFC as well as the RK, but Genvi getting caught out. He is being delivered onto Wind's loving hands, and he will go down. Wind even uses the QSS, and Tamir gets himself a 3-man glacial prison. But look at this, EXO in the backline just using his crossbows. He will get the kill onto Cannon. Cannon super low in HP, and Carglade will get stunned. He's the follow-up target. He goes down, but the barrel, the boom shakalaka from the gangplank gets the kill onto Wind. But oh! He flashes in, doesn't get the RNGesus to help him out.
The crit?
Yeah.
The crit.
The 4-for-1 trade going highly or strongly in favor of Mineski.
The gold lead is just overwhelming.
Yeah.
Overwhelming now. And yeah, nakaught out agad yung Genvi, which is their that's an inhibitor going down. They can easily finish the game, or the safest path is to get Baron.
We should just back off and outfinish this inhibitor. Taigo will go down. Genvi might actually have a chance to re-engage, but they do see that Mineski TG is in the sideline. Oh man, EXO does have his flash, and Genvi, you're too greedy. You will go down to Colette. They already saw the vision on TG, that's for sure. But they didn't expect it just in time to get the catch onto Genvi, and EXO will survive. And this will signal Mineski to actually get this inhibitor faster than what he needs to back off. He's engaged now.
Oh, so shackled to the connect. Oh, it doesn't even. Oh, God. That's the commander. Cannon trying to throw away the base. They try to clean up. Cannon will follow forward as well, but he gets tightened and healed and slowed down by DG. Only Crowley that is the only one left to try and defend. A lot of low players, low players here right now. But here comes Wind, and he kills so effortlessly.
Doesn't even use the Zhonya's Hourglass, and it looks like Mineski should actually just finish this off. They have enough time. Genvi will not go down. I believe he used the QSS in time to stop the pop of that Death Mark.
Yeah.
I really think that Mineski could have finished it off because there's some pretty long cooldown timers or respawn timers onto the side of Noto Pork Barrel.
Let's take it. We can take it.
Yeah, if it's a free objective that will allow you to at least finish the game, more easily.
Yeah.
Why not do it? Infinity Edge, Brilliant King, and the Rapid Fire Cannon. It's just gonna deal so much damage, while Genvi only has the Infinity Edge and the Static Shiv. And look at this.
It's gonna be given to Constellation.
Look at this though. You see that the Baron are trying to get some vision onto the Baron, but it will just be cleared out by Mineski. And that will, this is the final stand for Noto Barrel. If they can't get a win, ace, or a very high amount of kills onto the side of Mineski, they will lose this game. And when that Baron buff goes into their pockets, it's just going to be more power to these already siege.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
But there's an EXO fight to the right. They're going to do all the damage to have dominating the book. EXO wins super healthy and as well he's clean up, and that's a million running for his life. And Cannon came out of nowhere. Where was that? And now it's just no one's left there. And this is game
Yeah.
for Mineski.
Can you say the word that you said in some League of Legends?
GG.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because that was a nice initiate by Tam, a 3-man ultimate onto the side of Mineski. The problem was not enough follow-up damage
Yeah.
to at least make that ultimate relevant.
And it's pretty much the late game as well. I mean, they're super fed. Sobrang